my name's Mairi McHaffie and I'm a personal impact expert, coach, and today I would like to focus on your personal communication, particularly when you have to get into a position where you need to influence someone. And I just want to talk you through a really simple model that you can use immediately when you need to strategize your conversations. Perhaps you have to influence a senior leader. Maybe it's your boss, perhaps it's a client or a member of your team, and you're in that position where you're feeling you might get some pushback. And sometimes we get anxiety about that, thinking about, well, what's the other person going to say? How are they going to object to this? So this model, it's called the proof model, is just a really simple way to pin your conversation together. It could also be used for a presentation, or perhaps it's an email that you need to send. So the first thing is you have to state your position or your proposal. So this is literally where you are right at the start talking about what it is that you want to happen or what it is that you want to change. Just a few sentences. You don't have to go into lots of detail, but you're positioning yourself up front in your opening gambit. Now, the next thing you need to do in this model, the proof model, is then talk about the reasons for your proposal. Now, when we hear about a new proposal or a change, what happens is we're very often thinking immediately about why we don't want this to happen. And we're thinking about the reasons why it shouldn't be happening. So what you need to do is to get quickly into the reasons why this is a good idea. Our brains don't remember a lot of information, particularly when we're feeling a little bit stressed or we feel as though we're backed in the corner. So my recommendation is to just talk about 3 reasons why this is a good idea for this proposal or change. Now, here's the very important one. And this is where you are talking about their objections. So again, what happens? You come in with an idea, you know that the other person is potentially going, oh, I don't know, I don't like the sound of this is a change, or this is a new thing that I'm not too sure about. Okay, I'm hearing your reasons, but what is happening while they are listening to you is that they're coming up with all the objections that they might have, so that when you are finished speaking, they're going to jump in and they're going to give you those objections. So what you want to be doing is thinking ahead of that and think about what are the potential objections that they will have to this and talk about them. So if you can flush out every kind of objection you think they might have and you mention it, you lay it on the table, what happens is the other person starts to think, oh, hang on a minute, they care about me, they care about my opinion, they've really thought about why I might push back on this. Now I'm interested, I'm listening to them, and you're putting yourself in a position of collaboration with that other person, and they feel valued. It also helps you to stop worrying about, oh my goodness, when are they going to stop me, to start saying, hang on a minute, here are my objections. So flush them out as much as you possibly can. Then what you need to do is to back all of this up, back up your proposal, and this is where we verify. Or you could call it social proof. And we are all into social proof nowadays. Now, this is not talking about the number of likes you have on your Instagram account or who's looking at your Facebook. This is, we all like to know what other people are doing so that we can then benchmark and measure our own performance against that. So coming in here and verifying is saying, okay, so my proposal is this. The reasons for the proposal are that, 1, 2, 3. Now, I understand you may have another opinion about this and your objections might be this, all of which are valid. However, I would like to verify why this is a good idea, because perhaps in another division they've already tried this and it's working really well, or another organization I have looked into that's similar to us has also done this and they've managed to implement this and they have had lots of successes from it. So this is where you're kind of getting into the data. This is where you need to be doing your research in order to support why this proposal is a good idea. Now, you don't have to get into all the detail because you have to be aware of who you're speaking to. And if this is the first time you've had this conversation about this proposal, then you just want to kind of come up with some really good, valid social proof ideas that they can then go, oh, I hadn't thought about that. Okay, they're doing it, now I'm interested. So once you've done all of this, what we're doing now is, well, we're getting to the end or the way forward. And here we're summarizing very briefly what our proposal is and why we should be doing it. And what we're doing here is then to say, if perhaps we don't do this, this is what could happen. So we're future focused. Or even better still is, okay, we've summarized all of this, and if we go forward with this, this is the result that we will expect. And what I'm going to do is to take this away and move it forward with your agreement. So this is a really simple way to just strategically think about that potentially difficult conversation that you might be happening when you're trying to influence somebody. Of course, you don't have to go through every single one of these. Don't learn it by rote, but it's just a good way to help you to prepare. I use it with my clients, I use it with myself, and I challenge you to have a think about the next time you need to put forward a recommendation to maybe try using the proof model. So thank you for your time. I hope that has been useful for you, and I look forward to the next time that I can share some insights with you.